In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use the glass effect in Figma. By the end, you'll have a frosted glass panel with optional depth, layered correctly so the background blur shows through the content behind it. First, open your Figma file. On the canvas, draw a rectangle or any shape you want to use as your glass panel. Click and drag to set the size, and keep the shape selected. Now, set up the frosted look. In the right sidebar, find the fill section, click the color swatch, or choose white, and lower the opacity to around 20 to 30%. This semi-transparent fill is what lets the background show through the glass. Next, add the actual glass effect. Still with the shape selected, go to the Effects section in the right sidebar. Click the plus icon and choose Background Blur. This is important. Background blur blurs whatever is behind your shape, which is what creates the glass effect. After adding it, adjust the blur amount to somewhere between 10 and 30. Lower values keep details more visible, while higher values make the background softer and more diffused. Move the slider until the frost looks clean but readable. If you want to add depth, you can do that now as an optional step. In the Effects section, click the plus icon again and select Drop Shadow. Adjust the shadow's opacity so it stays subtle, increase the blur to soften the edges, and use the Y offset to drop the shadow slightly below the panel. Keep these settings light so the glass still looks airy and not heavy. If you want a bit more realism, optionally add an inner shadow as well. Click the plus, choose Inner Shadow, and keep the values gentle so it just hints at thickness around the inside edges without drawing too much attention. At this point, make sure the glass effect can actually interact with your layout. Go to the Layers panel and place your glass shape above the background content you want to blur. Drag the Shapes layer so it sits on top of images, colors, or patterns in the stack. The background blur only shows when there's something behind the shape, so this layer order is essential. Once that's done, fine-tune the transparency and softness. With the shape still selected, return to the Fill section and nudge the opacity up or down until the balance feels right for your design. Then, in Effects, adjust the background blur amount to control how much the background is diffused. Make small changes and watch the live result on the canvas. If you added shadows, you can also refine the drop shadow's opacity, blur, and Y offset, and the inner shadow's intensity, so the depth supports the glass effect without overpowering it. If you're working over detailed backgrounds, a slightly higher blur amount can help with readability. If your background is simple or low contrast, a lower blur and a touch more fill opacity can look cleaner. Keep adjustments minimal and purposeful. The goal is a smooth, frosted look that feels integrated with the rest of your design. Review the panel at 100% zoom to confirm the glass effect in Figma is clear and consistent. Check that the shape is above the background content, the fill is semi-transparent, background blur is active, and any optional shadows are subtle and aligned with your layout. When all of these are in place, the frosted glass panel should look natural and the background elements should softly blur behind it. Your glass effect in Figma is now complete and working. For more step-by-step tutorials like this, subscribe and check out the other guides available on the channel.